Hi, everybody. WXVU Sports Director David Szczepanski coming to you live from Lavalle Stadium here in Stony Brook, New York, as your Villanova Wildcats get ready to take on the Stony Brook University Seawolves. Yesterday on my X account, I posted my preview for the game, and now I'm going to look forward to some keys to the game for Villanova today. My first key, I think it's obvious. You have to find a way to stop Stony Brook University, their main running back, Roland Dempster. Dempster so far this year with 585 rushing yards. He has 9 touchdowns. Stony Brook University as a whole, their offense averaging around 22 points per game, and they've scored 13 total touchdowns. So Dempster has 9 of those 13 total touchdowns this season for the Seawolves. I think for Villanova, it depends on this defensive line. You have to get pressure on their quarterback, Marshall, and force Dempster into some tough situations. He's been explosive, but the Wildcats' rushing defense, I think, is definitely up to the task. One of the top 5 defenses in the FCS. My second key to the game for Villanova, I think for the Wildcats, is you have to use David Abbott, Isaiah Ragland. I said this key to the game a lot so far this year, but Abbott and Ragland, we'll see if Ragland does play in this game. Of course, he was battling a little bit of an ankle injury in the second half of the game against LIU. But these two guys, your rushing attack is so explosive. And for Villanova, I think the offense, once again, just try to get Connor Watkins into a rhythm. We saw him very nicely in that second quarter against the Sharks, get things going in the passing game once David Abbott and Isaiah Ragland established that offense in the first quarter against LIU, and it led Villanova to a 17-0 lead at halftime. My third key to the game for Villanova is get off to a hot start. The Stony Brook University team, they have won 4 straight games after not winning a game in 2023. As I said, they're on a 4-game winning streak. They played really well. They won a 22-3 game against Morgan State last weekend. And this crowd, I think they have kind of the upset-minded possibility, a lot of momentum on their side. And I think for the Wildcats, if you come out, score a touchdown early, put some pressure on this defense, who is, their defense in Stony Brook also ranked in the top 20 in the FCS in many categories. I think Villanova and Nova Nation will come out with a victory in this one. I really like the Wildcats defense, the way they match up against Roland Dempster and the Stony Brook offense. I think the Cats win by about a touchdown to 10 points. I know the line, depending on where you check, is around 13 points right now. I think Stony Brook will hang around, but I really like this Villanova defense in this position, and I think the offense is good enough. I'm not sure how Roland Dempster will do as his carries continue to increase. He's had a very strong workload in his first 5 games, already over 100 carries, so we'll see how that goes. Those are my 3 keys to the game. I'll have some pregame coverage here on my X account, as well as some postgame coverage. My coverage kind of during the game will be a little bit limited on my social media account, but stay tuned for much more action from Lavalle Stadium. And as always, go Cats!